On the journey of personal growth, many people try to simplify their lives and save money. The first two concepts that come to mind are probably the personal finance industry's two most popular buzzwords: frugality and minimalism. A good number of people may try to be both frugal and minimalist, and quite often it seems like these two concepts are the same. However, while the two ideologies are not polar opposites, they are not the same. There are many advantages to living frugally and minimally, but it is important to understand the distinction between the two concepts before you start your less is more journey. You may be shocked to find out how different they are, so stay tuned as we contrast the two ideas and help you determine which is best suited to you. Living on a smaller scale is fast becoming a trend to reduce stress and save money. People have seen significant advantages of owning less, such as reduced stress, improved mental health, and more time. Spending less has obvious advantages, which include more financial savings, debt reduction, and budget room for the things that really matter. Therefore, frugality and minimalism are often easily confused with one another on the internet and are even used as synonyms. But they mean completely different things. So let's start with, what is frugal living? A person who lives frugally is someone who makes do with what they already have. They are willing to forego material things, refrain from making unnecessary purchases, and are typically unconcerned with what others may think of their careful spending habits. However, in the pursuit of savings, frugality can result in clutter. For example, when something is on sale, a frugal person might decide to purchase more than one of them in the belief that they will save money in the long run. Now that we have a solid idea of what frugal living entails, let's look at what is minimalism. Minimalism is a concept that focuses on getting rid of clutter and making space in your life for the things you enjoy, use, and require. Minimalists aim to remove unnecessary items in their settings, whether physical, mental, emotional, or digital. When you live minimally, you only buy what you need and keep what is of true value to you. That said, if you simply refrain from purchasing items solely to save money, you are not particularly living a minimal life. Minimalism versus frugality should not be a debate, but rather a comparison of two complementary lifestyles. Each has its advantages and disadvantages. So let's look at the key differences between frugal living and minimalism. Intention versus reduction. One major way to identify minimalism is through intention. The minimalist lifestyle entails being deliberate and thoughtful about which items and experiences you bring into your life. To live an uncluttered life, you don't have to give up all of life's comforts. It simply means that you are aware of what you genuinely need, and you know that having too much stuff can clog your mind, your life satisfaction, and your living space. Minimalists may pay for the exact item they desire rather than purchasing something simply because it is on sale. In this regard, minimalism differs from frugality because it is not solely concerned with cost, while frugal living is primarily concerned with cost. Frugality is all about spending less money, so a frugal person will look for the best deal, clip coupons, and shop at stores with the lowest prices. A frugal person is also more interested in recycling existing items and finding new ways to improve or use what they already have. They may be hesitant to part with items that could be useful in the future, whereas a minimalist is more intentional and would only keep items they genuinely need. Responsive versus proactive. When it comes to minimalism and frugality, minimalism is unquestionably the more proactive approach. A minimalist mindset always allows you to focus on what is most important to you. You carefully select the types of material items you require and learn how to balance priorities in various areas of your life. In other words, you create the framework for your life. Frugalists, on the other hand, usually try to stretch their paychecks as far as possible. Yes, this can be a proactive choice. It is, however, almost always a reaction to a specific financial situation. Case in point, if you are in debt due to student loans during your first few years of employment, you may decide to live frugally, which is more of a reaction than a genuine choice. Despite the advantages involved, however, the proactive nature of minimalist living has one major drawback. It takes far more time than living frugally. You begin by simplifying your life and decluttering your home, which usually can't be done in a day. Adopting a frugal lifestyle, however, can be accomplished much faster. All you need to do is list all of your expenses and decide which ones you can eliminate. Long-term versus short-term. In the long run, being minimal could improve your financial stability and quality of life. However, cutting corners for the sake of frugality in the short term is not always as cost-effective as you might believe. Purchasing inexpensive furniture may save you some money up front, but it will cost you more in the long run when you need to replace it. In a similar vein, while taking advantage of sales or freebies can save you money, it can also leave you with unnecessary or unwanted items that you will eventually have to get rid of. Minimalism typically takes time to take effect, but sometimes it makes more sense to spend a little more money on long-lasting, high-quality items, unlike if you radically purchase items for frugal short-term gains. By now, you probably have a good idea of how different frugal living is from minimalism. If you have learned something new, then be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. Now, let's dive right back in. Broad versus narrow. Because minimalism is based on personal value and intention, it will look different for everyone. What are the most important aspects of your life, and what brings you the most joy? Everyone's answer will be different, and it will ultimately influence their decisions. Frugality, on the other hand, is fairly black and white. It often involves simple questions like which option is less expensive in terms of dollars and cents. A frugal lifestyle is only based on the skill of being resourceful with your money, while minimalism extends beyond the confines of budgeting and applies to many aspects of life. As a result, a minimalist lifestyle shapes not only your financial requirements, but controls the value and importance you place on all your possessions. Comfort versus convenience. Being frugal prevents waste. It might entail keeping hold of things you already own, even if you don't use them, because you never know when you might find them useful. However, letting go of things you don't use or need is a key component of minimalism. Minimalists frequently follow the 90-90 and 20-20 rules to achieve this. According to the 90-90 rule, you can get rid of anything that you haven't used in the last 90 days and aren't planning to use in the following 90. The 20-20 rule states that you should toss items that might be useful if you can replace them for less than $20 without traveling more than 20 minutes. It might appear wasteful to have a minimalist mindset, but having less stuff also means spending less on moving and storage expenses. Quality versus quantity. Another difference between a person who lives frugally and a minimalist is that one person shops for a good deal while the other looks for a select few high-quality, comfortable items. As you have definitely deduced, minimalism and being frugal can coexist, but they can also inspire very different lifestyles. In its most basic form, minimalism is the practice of having less stuff in your life, while with frugal living, spending less is the focus. Minimalists favor quality over quantity and frequently put more money into fewer things. Of course, in the long run, high-quality items may prove to be more economical than low-cost frugal items that require frequent replacement. However, people who live frugally try to reduce the cost of each item by buying in bulk or taking advantage of sales where they can get something for free. They aren't as necessarily focused on quality as a minimalist might be. Experiences versus goods. Finally, when it comes to the heart of it, minimalists value collecting memories and experiences over material possessions. Instead of buying a lot of items at a low price, they are willing to spend more money on special occasions and meals that will enrich their lives. For example, a minimalist who wants to get better sleep might spend money on a high-quality mattress. On the other hand, a frugal person is more likely to purchase whichever mattress is on sale. Minimalism focuses on acquiring and retaining valuable things and experiences, both in terms of objective quality and personal significance, while frugality is all about the dollar signs and cent signs of a good deal. There are similarities between minimalism and frugality, but now you surely know that the two ideas are also significantly different. What do you think is the biggest difference? Is it focusing on quality and experiences, or making convenient reductions to save money? Comment below.